In this video, we are going to learn how to encrypt unencrypted EBS volume. Don't forget that EBS volume is that storage, that backup storage for our EC2 web server that help EC2 server to retain some data, so that if at all if EC2 fail, we can easily launch a new EC2 and attach that particular EBS volume to another EC2, and that will prevent our customer from knowing any downtime within our web application. So in this video, we are going to just quickly learn how we can encrypt EBS volume. We need to know how to encrypt EBS volume because if an EBS volume is not encrypted, hackers can actually steal some of the data that is there, because those data that are there, they will be in plain text. So we need to learn how to encrypt it. So that is what we actually want to do in this video. So this is the console. So from the console, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly create an EBS volume, and I'll make sure that it is not encrypted. So I'm assuming that we want to create EBS volume and it is not encrypted. So it's that EBS volume that we are now going to learn how to encrypt it. So that's just what we want to do. So to actually go and find EBS volume, just go to EC2, click on EC2 here. In this our EC2, you can see this left menu. Under this left menu, we are going to scroll down and look for volume. So just click on volume. Now you can see that in this volume, you can see I have nothing here. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to create an EBS volume. So we are not going to encrypt it. So we just assume that we are creating an EBS volume that is not yet encrypted. So let me create an EBS volume. Just click on create. Now this is an EBS volume. So I can select the kind of volume I want based on the web application, based on the usage. So for my own purpose, I'm using GP2. Let's say I'm working on a WordPress website. So I can use GP2. Then let's say I want to just use 1 gigabyte. 1 gigabyte, that's 100 per 3000 per IOPS. Then I'm going to select the availability zone. So I have just one. Let me just select this first one. Then if I scroll down, you can see there's an option for me to encrypt it, but I won't encrypt it because I just want to pretend that the EBS volume is not encrypted. So I'm going to just quickly create it. So now I have an EBS volume that is not encrypted. So let me name it unencrypt EBS. So this is unencrypt EBS. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm not going to select this and create a snapshot. So I've selected this. So I'm going to go here and do what? Create a snapshot. Don't forget, snapshot is what we actually use to what? To migrate, you understand? Or to distribute an EBS volume that is in one region so that we can use it in another region. So that is the essence of snapshots. Don't forget, I told you that EBS volume is what is regional scope, meaning that this EBS volume I created is only meant for this region. But for me to be able to use it in another region, for another web server in another region. So that's why I'm trying to create a snapshot. So let's assume I now create a snapshot. In this snapshot now, I'm going to just say EBS volume snapshot. So that is it. So you can see. So you can see not encrypted. You see that it's not encrypted. Why it is not encrypted is because I am snapshotting it from an EBS volume that is not encrypted. So if you snapshot from an EBS volume that is encrypted, it will surely be encrypted. If you snapshot from an EBS volume that is not encrypted, it will not be encrypted. So I'm going to click on create snapshot. So I'm going to navigate to the snapshot area. So you can see under volume here, I have snapshot. I'll click on it. So this is the snapshot. You can see this is EBS snapshot. So for this EBS snapshot, you can see it is still 1 gigabyte because I created it from an EBS volume that is 1 gigabyte. You can see it. You can see it. Let me make sure that it is ready. Now you can see that it is completed. So what I'm going to do now is that I can create an EBS volume that is encrypted from this snapshot. So I'll just click on this. Then I'll click on action. You can see create. You can see create volume from what? From snapshots. So if I click on create volume from snapshots, now from here now, you can see I can decide to change this particular volume I'm creating. So I'm creating a new EBS volume from an unencrypted snapshot. So I can decide to change this one to maybe, let me use this. You see it? I can decide to use, okay. So let me just use GP2 as well. Or let me use GP3. So let me use GP3 for this. Then I can leave it as 1. I can leave it as 1. Or let me make this 2. Let me make this 2. Then now, if I go down, I can reduce the IO, but the minimum is what? 300. the two puts, you can see. Now I can decide to put this one in another region. So I may decide to put it in what in another availability zone. So I can put it maybe in US East 1B. You know, that one is in 1A. You can see it now. So from here now, you can see now, if I like, I can put volume initialization rate. But you can see this is where we are actually going. You can see that I am creating this EBS volume from what? From unencrypted snapshots. So you can see that it is not encrypted. So I can encrypt it here straight away. So I just need to encrypt it with a key. So this is the fastest way. So I will just encrypt it with the default key. You can see which is a KMS key. You can see. Then I can create the volume. So whatever volume I created here now will be encrypted. The EBS volume I'm creating here will be encrypted. Don't forget, I am creating it from what? From unencrypted EBS volume. EBS volume that is not encrypted at all. So that is where I'm creating it from. So if I click on this, well, I've made it encrypted because what? I've been able to encrypt this volume here. So that is the fastest way for you to work, for you to quickly create and what? An encrypted EBS volume from unencrypted one. So just click on create. Boom. I should go to volume now. So the volume will now be 2. Now you can see this is unencrypted EBS volume. Then this is encrypted. You can see this is encrypted EBS. So this is encrypted, this is unencrypted. And don't forget, I created this encrypted from what? From the snapshot of this unencrypted. So if you look at this one now, look at this one. So just go down. You can see from here now, encryption, not encrypted. You can see. Now if I check the second one, let me go back and check the second one, which is encrypted. Now if I click on encrypted, now just scroll down to encryption, you can see encrypted. You can see this is the KMS key. You can see. So that is how to create what? To create encrypted EBS volume from what? From unencrypted. So the step I just took there was that I first created what? An EBS volume that is not encrypted. Then I snapshot it. As it is unencrypted like that, I snapshot it. So from that snapshot, I now create an encrypted EBS volume, which is this one. By just enabling the encryption. Why creating it from the snapshot? So that's just the simplest way to create an encrypted EBS volume from unencrypted. So in an organization, let me quickly tell you, okay, quickly create an encrypted EBS volume from unencrypted EBS volume. So this is just the method you are going to apply to do that. So I hope you like this video. See you in my next episode. Bye.